guys, Winnie here. Today we're gonna show you how to get this Halloween Hocus Pocus look. If you guys want to see how to get Sarah or Mary's look, definitely check out Patrick and Manny's channels. Make sure you subscribe, tell them I sent you, and let's get started. Alright, so we're gonna start out by covering the brows, and then next we're gonna go ahead and do the foundation. So this was my first time really like fully covering my brows, so I had Patrick help me. He said to first go in the opposite direction of the brows and really get the glue in there. Also, he told me to wait in between layers, like let the glue dry. Next, you're going to want to take a spoolie and really get those hairs as flat on the skin as you can get them. Then I went ahead and did one more layer, and after that dried, I went in with the translucent powder, and I started off by using a brush, but Patrick insisted that I used a puff or something just a little bit more firm to really pack that powder in there and fill in any uneven spaces. Next, I took a cream concealer and started going over my brows, and watching this back I was like, why didn't I dust off the translucent powder? Like, it would have probably made a huge difference, but I don't know what I was thinking, but I would recommend that. Next, I went in with my favorite foundation. This is Makeup Forever Ultra HD, and first I just packed it on with a brush, and I put a lot on because, you know, I was kind of doing, I don't know what I was doing, drag-ish kind of, but I really put a ton of foundation on, took that beauty blender and started blending it into my skin. I was seeing a little bit of a blue hue coming through because of the dark brow hairs, so I took an orange eyeshadow and then I went over that with a foundation powder, and it really covered it up and made it my skin tone. And this is where I really started to get freaked out looking at myself like, who am I right now? So then I went in with just a little bit of brown eyeshadow from Anastasia, and I wasn't sure if I was going to make this pretty or ugly at this point. I was kind of in between, but I didn't go too dark with the eyeshadow, and then I used my Monica Dar C3 powder to brighten up the under eye area. Next, I went ahead and contoured the skin. I started at the hairline using the Anastasia contour kit. And then at this point in the tutorial is when I really started to look like Voldemort. So here I went slightly above where the natural hollow of my cheekbone is, and I took the edge of the brush and I really tried to create a really high, sharp cheekbone using the Anastasia contour palette. And the way you hold the brush here is going to be important. See how I'm holding it basically like upside down? I'm really utilizing the edge of the tapered brush to create the line for me. So Bette Midler's makeup in the movie is pretty natural, so I just went with some brown eyeshadow to shade the lower lash line. And I wanted to add just a little light brow, so I took some taupe brow powder and I started to draw on a brow above where my brow is, and in the front there I just feathered those lines so that it wasn't just one little skinny line. Next, I took Peach's blush from MAC and I started packing it on the apples of the cheeks because I wanted it to be super concentrated like it is in the movie. At this point, I had given up on creating some sort of glam look. I knew it was about to be real realistic and ugly looking. Because I had asked you guys on Twitter and a lot of you said glam, but I was already so like balls deep in this ugly look that I had to keep it going. Now, even though I know I'm going back and forth here, but even though I was committed to the realistic look, I still just had to contour my nose. That was my condition. And if you guys want to see a full, in-depth, updated nose contour video, I will link it in the info box. Next, I just took some orange eyeshadow from the Morphe 305 palette and I started accenting the face with it, first on the temples and then over here on the inner corner of the brow bone. I also took a flat brush and some orange shadow and shaded the lower lash line a little bit. I wanted to add a little bit of definition to the eyes, so I took a flat brush and that same brown eyeshadow that we used in the crease, and I put it along the lash line on like the outer half of the eye. So I had already covered my lips with foundation and setting powder, so I took this liquid lipstick from Anastasia in the color Veronica. I'm so sorry about my mirror that it was covering it, but I just painted on my lips in the very center. You could tell how pretty I felt. Next, I just added a little bit of mascara and then also added some shading to the chin area, which I don't even know if it made a difference, but you know, I was just going for that theatrical makeup look. And then also I thought, why not just add a little highlight to the inner corner of the eyes? Wouldn't hurt. I also just wanted to show off to you guys my manicure skills. I had to give Manny a manicure because he never wears nail polish. So I used this nail color called Stormy. It was perfect for the look. So here is my finished makeup look. All I need now is my wig.
In 3, 2, 1.
I can't do this shit. Oh, SJP, what's up in the house?
Look in the wig. Whoa.
Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out Patrick and Manny's channels and have a happy Halloween.
Bye.
Patricia.
Silence! There.
I don't know why I just went like this.
Are you kidding me?